I want you to answer the question, too. If all of a sudden you were not allowed by the government to purchase an AR-15, what would you lose?
Oh, well, obviously, I would lose the ability to be a vigilante and walk down the street and defend myself, right? Because that's the dream, that's the narrative that you guys like to weave here. That somehow you're gonna go as some vigilante, some TV host by day and vigilante by night, and you're gonna go and stop some madman who's decided to put his hands on a gun. There's no need for assault-style weapons like this on the street.
Joel, is that what you think of a woman? Is that what you think of a 105-pound, 28-year-old woman taking her own self-defense into her own hands instead of relying on somebody else? Is that what you think? You think me taking my own self-defense into my hands as being a vigilante?
Yep, I also think it's the same for a 300-pound black man that's standing in front of you to do the same exact thing.
So what would you propose? How can you sit there? This is a very serious thing for me because I take my self-defense very seriously. I work in the public eye. I get threats. I get death threats. I take my self-defense very seriously. I know that the police. No. Let me finish what I am saying. I know that when I call the police, with all due respect, it takes them between 7 minutes and 10 minutes to respond. In some situations, many situations, tragic situations, we don't have the option to rely on somebody else. To be called a vigilante because we believe in our right to bear arms and believe that we, as American citizens, can best determine what weapon or what firearm to use in our own self-defense, that makes us some kind of militia, some kind of vigilante. So let me ask you, in a non-political way, who do you think we should rely on? And when I say we, I mean Andrea, I mean myself, and I mean these children who were defenseless in their school. Who should they rely on for defense?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's law enforcement. We have a system. We have a society in place that is built to protect us, and that we continue to build on, and we continue to make sure that we continue to make sure is there to. I mean, of course, look, I mean, what is your point there? That any act of violence, because it happened, that law enforcement isn't effective? That's ridiculous.
No, I'm saying law enforcement can't be everywhere.
Argument.
Law enforcement can't be everywhere. We know evidence-based studies. We know that law enforcement takes between 7 and 10 minutes to respond to active crime scenes. That's simply how it is because they're called to many different issues and many different emergencies. No disrespect to law enforcement. Law enforcement's they'll be the first people to tell you that it takes between 7 and 10 minutes. So I'm asking you, who are these people supposed to rely on if law enforcement takes 10 minutes to be there, but it makes us vigilantes if we want to be in charge of our own self-defense and not risk those 7 minutes being sitting ducks? Who?
Man, Liz, I wish you guys the same energy and the same defense that you build up against the Second Amendment, you would do